So let's see what kind of mischief we can get into tonight. I know we should have onions ready to harvest and replant. I don't see any notes from my cohort, so I don't know if he got in and raised havoc. And aside from that, I don't remember how I'm buffed or anything, so I guess we'll see. Got some arrows. We don't have a secondary food source, so we need to pick something up. Got 15 minutes left on everything. We just do grindy stuff. I was wanting to experiment and try doing 3 feasts just for grins. It would give me roughly 50 minutes of playtime without needing food, which would be kind of interesting, I think. And theoretically, should be pretty hearty. So if I just did grindy stuff, like go get blueberries, etc., etc., it should be more than excessive, and it should really help with stamina and recovery. Oh, sweet. He made wisp torches. Ooh. And he did this, which is, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure that I want to find out. Oh, he got wisp torches all the way up. That looks cool. I bet that'll be real nice at night. I'll tell you what, this Diggles guy is awesome. I don't know if he'll tune in or catch me or catch a VOD and whatever, but he has been a great ad for the tiny community that we've got. Typically it's just me and info guides running on this server or the game servers that we stand up. There used to be another guy that worked with us, but it's pretty much just a couple of us getting a personal server together here and planning on starting a forever world, but I will set it up as a multiplayer because I hate single player stuff, and it's just more fun if eventually other people can jump in. Just kind of my thing. I don't mind doing stuff on my own, but it gets boring. Whoops. That's not what we wanted. Been getting some messages about cultivating in a few spots. That should solve that. So we got a lot of onion seeds here, and I want to pretty much turn them over. Yes, I could plant them closer together. I am aware. Snuck all 5 in. Great. So, that was 180 some odd onions. Which that should be very good. Pull this and pull this. We never can plant a 4th crop here. At some point we need to keep some seed carrots back. I have not been good about that. This last little bit of trees grew up. I want to make a big tower. And cover it. Put a light source up in it, I think. Four wide is taller than I really want to go. And that's wider than what core wood can span. Core wood is 4 meters long versus 2 meters. So I would end up having to drive a central post, and I don't want that. And I know to drive a cart through, we can't do it on... Yeah, getting a cart through a 2-meter door is really tough. Getting a cart through a 4-meter door is totally easy, no problem. So, that's where the 4-meter space comes from. Which would say if we were going to do that, we could make this area here be like a tower. And I got a pretty good amount of stone. I could open this up. I could use steel posts. Or iron. Which would work. We could go hunt some wolves. These things make noises. That's kind of cool. Oi. That's a shock. Let's see. We got... The Fermenter's open. That'll give me the 115, 115. If I just did that. Got lots of feasts up and ready. Be curious how that works. We might have to try it. I know for building it'll be fine. We get a local event. Which, for anybody not playing Valheim or unfamiliar with the game, there are these random events that whatever boss you beat makes them more or tougher. And they can be a bit of a bear. But it's part of the fun, part of the game. And I kind of enjoy it. So, let's see. Got plenty of core wood. Go back to the swamps and go after some of that stuff. Wisp light, wisp torch. Go after some more ancient wood, which we need for longboats. Not that we tend to lose those. Once we got them, we're pretty good about keeping them. I got my 2 portals set. Got some needle arrows to go do locks. Looking okay on mushrooms. I'm solving the onion issue. Pretty good on meat. That uses the deer stew. So we could do a blueberry run. And I bet on a black forest, hardy mountain loggers, and swamp dwellers, I bet we regen pretty good without being on Ratatusk. I bet. We need to make a weapons haul. Well, I'm curious. So this should give us equal health and stamina. And I want to say we should be kind of tanky. Really don't know how that'll equate for Valheim, though. We don't need bronze, but we got a lot of bronze right now. So I'm really not worried about burning some up for arrows. Otherwise, we can make a fleet of carbs and drive carbs all over the place. Oh, those are actually flint head arrows. Whoops. Let's do another. Two bronze. I didn't realize I was on flint heads. That's funny. Well, everything around here, that should be plenty. And I should be able to handle running into the night. It appears stamina drains a little quicker than what I was thinking it was gonna. Must be our armor encumbrance. But we rejuvenate pretty good. And one dead troll. Tonic of Reditusk, I bet we're fine. But just like this on its own, not really happy. Building would be alright. I bet gardening it'll be alright. Oh. Oh well. But up a bone. Yeah, that's a stump. Interesting. Was not expecting furlings. Have not seen them out here at night before. So I will say that's interesting. That's very interesting. Put the hides over in Axler's house. I'm going to take this with me. We'll put the meats in Axler's house. Let's see if we sleep through the night, and let's try Ratatusk. Because I am definitely puzzled. Yeah, 132 is not a bad health. Seems how that should be my stamina too. Well, that's not bad. Do you have skelly bones anywhere? Well, well, favorite thing to do post-storm. Wander along the coast and see if we find any fish washed up. You can just take without having to fish for them. I'd say my fauna got updated on me again, because if you tweak it down just a little bit, you don't get as much. And you can spot like mushrooms and stuff really easy. And right now I'm having to just look a little too tight for them. It can be a pretty world, though. Back in the day, we used to really tweak our graphics down in Star Wars Galaxies to reduce all lag. Which made PvP a lot easier. And that was one of the things that used to just make us laugh a lot. So anybody who's using the most intense graphic settings with all shadows and blah blah blah, yeah, the game looks pretty, but it runs pretty crappy. if you're doing PvP and your game allows you to, I'd strongly encourage kicking your settings down a little bit. Because most likely you'll start seeing more at a better distance, probably killing people more often than you get killed. It's just a question of why you're playing the game. You're playing the game to enjoy how it appears, or you're playing the game to enjoy taking other players out. Somewhere in between is kind of the sweet spot. Floors blend in. Stones blend in right now with the grass all tall and wavy and impressive looking. You got a big boss on you and you're trying to run for your life. That prettiness can be pretty bad. Well, let's see. If I want to get some fine wood, I'm going to have to dump some stuff. I really don't care about dwarf eyes. Resin. I always want stones, though. What I'm really hoping is this oak gives me a bunch of acorns. And it did. And in the nature of fish or where'd those fish go? don't want the flint. Where'd the other fish go? Let's see. Bye. Fucking maddening. Perch. Well, that would be really cool. Perch are needed for one of the new potions. So far, I've been trying to build something to trap them, and it hasn't been working as nicely as I would like. So, if that little bit can get us a ample supply of perch dependably, that would be very cool. That would be an added plus. Oh. Raspberries. Coming up on night, which will be interesting. Seeing as how we just encountered furlings, which I don't expect over here. There we go, leveled up bows, that's nice. Bust this so we don't lose my stamina. Definitely not a good blueberry run. But I'm okay with that. It's what I'm really not sure of. Oh, and Diggle's got stuff moved around in here too. The wisps are coming. Interesting. I don't know what that means. We got a perch. Which we need that for the Draught of Benedir. I need 2 perch for that. Oh, that's nice. So I can make another one of those up. Which should be cool. Kind of down on both of them. Definitely down on blueberries. So the big trick that I do anyway is try to keep from needing something. So I kind of like to look and see what we've got. And just kind of keep everything stocked. So, it needs 2 perch, 10 dandelion, and 1 seaweed. So we got 1 seaweed, 10 dandelion, 2 perch, so we can make that. Really pretty good on meads for the most part. Really the only one that utilizes tasty. Could use more blood bags. These 2 fish we can now prepare. Can also go into different baits. Don't really care about baits. And we don't have any raw fish. So I'm just going to dump them I ain't gonna worry about them for fish wraps. We're down to 10 minutes left on our buffs, which is not good. Not bad. And I got about 45 minutes before the playtest starts for the other game, so we got a little bit of time there. I might. I got 2 minutes of this crazy speed buff. Now we could go harvest out at the plains. Of course, I gotta find the portal. Oh, I like how he did that. That's cool. Oh, he's already done Yagluth? That's where that last thing came from. That's the way back to spawn. Nice. So then I bet he put the others down here. So we got Haldor, Wolf, Hilder, Witch. Like it. Diggle's got crazy. Nice. Now you know. Got 7 minutes. Stuff ain't gonna be ready. Oh, we dropped off right at dusk. That'd be why. I was thinking we're really busting through more stamina than I should be. Because yes, when you're not on it, and you think you are, Looks like, nope, that's thatch building. We've been to that. Looks like a nice deer. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. think that's gonna be it here for a minute. That leaves us in a pretty good spot. Got one of them back up to 50. I could update either my sword, which give me a bit more slash damage, or I could update my axe. What we really need is another one of them doggone ghost events. And we need to drop this iron pit someplace and see how this thing works. Because I'm definitely curious about it. I don't know if we jump back in later what we're going to be in the mood to try. So I think I'm going to cut right here for a little intermission, and we'll be back in a bit. So if you're tuning in to catch me, we'll try looking again. All right. Well, that's that. Be trying some Stars Reach